If just one person is able to make a positive impact on the environment by recycling, imagine what thousands of people can do. Inspiring that team effort is why SWACO is working on the ground level with Central Ohio communities, teaching them to not only recycle, but recycle right. And the city of New Albany knows a thing or two about teamwork. I'm happy to welcome city spokesperson Josh Poland to talk about their recycling efforts with us a bit. So good to see you, Josh.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me, Robin.
Okay, so let's start kind of at the beginning. Why did the city of New Albany decide we're going to partner with SWACO, we're going to do this Recycle Right campaign on a citywide effort?
Well, we actually have a high emphasis on the environment and on sustainability here in New Albany. We have 4 community pillars that really guide our decision making, and those are lifelong learning, the arts, health and wellness, and environmental sustainability. We know that recycling is important, but we also know that you have to recycle the right way. It's not enough just to recycle. I'm sure you're well aware, Robin, that in Franklin County, residents and businesses send more than 1 million tons of material to the landfill, more than 1 million tons. And what's even more surprising is that 76% of that material could have been recycled or composted. So what we're sending to the landfill each year, the vast majority of it is just taking up space when it could be put to better use. So when SWACO approached us about partnering with them in Recycle Right, we were eager to get on board. And they've been a great partner so far, giving us some great information and some tools to pass along to our residents so that we can all recycle more efficiently.
And when we talk about recycling right, I know that in talking with SWACO over the last few months even, I learned something new every day. I feel like a lot of us don't know all of the ins and outs to recycling. How is it that you guys are kind of educating your community and getting the word out there?
Well, we've really been trying to cover all of our bases with this campaign. We've gone the more traditional route by sending out postcards to each of our households, and those postcards have pictures of what can be recycled and what cannot be recycled. We've been hitting our social media. Each week we send emails to our residents, and those emails have included some recycling information. And I think my favorite way to communicate with our residents is through the use of video. Each week in New Albany, we produce videos that highlight news in the community, community events. And one of those videos a couple weeks ago, we included information about recycling. We had our public service director, Mark Nemec, on, and he demonstrated for our residents some typical mistakes that we're seeing and showing residents really how they can recycle the right way.
And do you see it getting better, Josh? Is it making an impact?
We're starting to see some improvement, and really our hope is that by this time next year, we can look back and look at the efforts that we've put into place and really see a significant increase in productive recycling and recycling efficiently, recycling the correct way.
And that's the thing, if people are learning how to recycle better, are people also just recycling more often, would you say? Because I feel like kind of as the years pass, right, people are getting more excited about being environmentally conscious.
They are, and they're sending pictures to us. Our residents were taking pictures showing their kids recycling. So we put those out on social media. But like we said before, we all know it's important to recycle, but what's important is recycling the right way. So that's really what this campaign is all about. And what we're doing is trying to show those residents those common mistakes. So it's interesting because it's not just SWACO. Rumpke is one of our partners. Rumpke handles our trash, our recycling, our yard waste collection. They're a great partner. And just like SWACO, they give us information about mistakes that we're making. They give us information about ways that we can improve recycling. And they told us recently that with the increase in folks working from home, I've been working from home myself, and with the increase in people like me working from home, they're starting to see changes in what's being recycled and the amount of material that's being recycled. They said one of the common mistakes they're seeing now is with tanglers. Many of us are working from home, and so maybe we have electronic devices that are failing. Maybe our phone charger is not working, so we say, oh, I'm going to put this in the recycling. You can't put these in recycling because they're tanglers. They tangle up in the recycling machines and in the equipment there. So don't put that in your recycling. Another common mistake that we're seeing recently is people are ordering more carryout. So with the increase in carryout, you've got those foam containers, carryout boxes, you've got greasy pizza boxes. Those cannot be put in recycling because they either are not the right material or they have too much food residue. Another problem we're seeing is with plastic bags. People think you could put these in your recycling. Actually, you can't. So you need to go to recycleright.org. They have a list of retail stores that will take those bags and they can handle that recycling. So don't put those in your recycling. Just a lot of information that needs to be passed along so that we can all do our part to recycle more efficiently.
Absolutely. All right. Recycle Right. You mentioned that website, newalbanyohio.org, another place to see what's happening in your city. Josh, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Robin.